Everything's
Great at your Juness. Okay, this is about what I expected.
joke, and then I remember that this isn't PS5, so the load times actually exist.
Great, we're gonna be here complaining about load
What
times.
the fuck?
Oh, look, a Zephyr.
Everything's Chrome in the future.
Future.
Yeah.
And then,
Sure.
I like to think that those things on top are like freaking Halo rings.
Oh boy, that's what we need. What the absolute? How extra do you need to be, man? Yes.
Yes,
We're almost
all
there.
the extra.
Only one job left, team. Bring the villain to justice.
Right.
Yeah.
But we haven't killed God yet.
It's a spin-off. Are we going to kill God?
That's a good point.
Or is this gonna be? Or is this just gonna be God's retarded cousin?
I mean, in P4 dancing,
God?
you beat the hell out of a god.
I should write something.
We need a game where you beat a god with a god.
That's
It
just
occurs
God
to
of
me that I
War.
never bothered to get the ending of P5 dancing, so I have no idea if anything like that happens.
Well, at least.
Did you actually play the story mode of P4 dancing or no?
This could potentially
I haven't played P4 dancing at all yet.
thus far. Security's bound to be tight. Right.
Don't look at DLC, it's got spoilers.
I assume that's Konoe's castle.
They be all spoiling.
So we have our
I'm
destination.
gonna touch it till I got P5,
Show me how it's done, guys.
or until I got P4 beat. I mean,
That's smart.
Hang on a sec. Stop.
What is it, Oracle?
Check it out.
The hell is that?
Oh, hey, hello. Say hello to the gimmick.
It's topped with a security camera too.
Of
It'll
course.
probably open fire if you get too close.
So that means you're gonna have to reroute your direction quite a bit for this.
The castle's beyond here. So we're gonna
Yeah.
have to do something
part of why
about
this
thing first.
place is so huge is that every time you start to make progress, you turn around and do something else.
I saw something that looked like
When I
a
got to
present
the
inside
second
box.
statue, I thought it was the third one.
It's probably there.
Because I had saved my game and come back and it had been in the dungeon for so long, but
Right is left, up is down, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. Sorry.
I'm mad that I don't get that reference.
Ghostbusters!
Citizen.
That's
Have you
it.
seen any evil
No, I got the
doers
reference.
at
I
I
all?
did
just-
not get that
Is it-
reference.
No, I got
Nani?
it. I just took me a
Please
bit,
report
okay?
it immediately.
It took me a bit.
I got it after he told me what it was.
I was right!
Akira is our one true hero. He is the only
I
one
was
who can
right!
save the world.
God damn it.
Akira will keep everyone safe with the power to change hearts. He will protect our way of life.
Kira? You must be referring to
No,
Konoe.
no, it's Akira.
Yes, he's a superhero
Akira.
in this world.
Joker just
Yeah.
blinks, looks at them, realizes his name is Ren now.
So this is how he views himself.
I wonder how much this triggers all the people.
Watch the next
Yeah,
P5
they
spin-off
believe-
introduce a character named Ren. We
Okay.
went right back to the what's his name wars.
That would be frankly hilarious.
Voice.
I mean, it's not like there needs to be only one person with each name. I mean, there's two Makotos, the P3 Protag and Nijima.
No. That is so dumb. Why did they do that? Why did they do that?
So does that mean we're the villains? What a load of crap.
We need a villain name, guys.
Damn.
If we're going to oppose the hero, then Super Phantom Thieves works great. If he wants to treat us like the bad guys, fine. We're still gonna
Hang on, before we do anything, we need to work on our poses, everyone.
We'll show him who the real
10 poses.
Get you force.
Hell yeah.
A bucket of water.
My god. Okay. A zoo?
Yeah.
Let's see. So,
Focus.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
See it.
You're gonna have to go around a
Take a
bit.
look.
What's that?
Okay, well, those are enemies. How come you can't pull out your gun when you're behind cover?
What do you think this is? Gears of War?
Anything that has a gun.
They're in our way. Let's move them aside.
Those are Raja Nagas.
I don't know what you're talking about, Cameron. This is the only game
No,
I've played that has
those
a
are
gun,
plain
and you can't
Nagas.
do it in this game.
Rajanagas are later.
I actually cannot think of the last time I played a game that had shooting mechanics that were like traditional shooting mechanics.
Naga.
An easy win, don't you think?
Yo, we're the Phantom Thieves. Get mass
Yo.
destructed.
Get this royal opportunity.
Why are so many of Futaba's lines jokes about the previous games? I love it. Like,
Because she would if she could.
I mean, hey, they've got a Vita on the trip. For all we know, they're playing P4 Golden. Oh,
never
did you
know.
guys hear about the libraries for PS3 and stuff?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're closing the stores for both for
It's-
PSP, PS3.
The real
and
big thing
Vita.
though is that once they shut down the servers for the PlayStation Store and PS3 and PS4 eventually, is if your battery, I forget what it's called, it's like an old battery or something
Right.
that keeps the system's clock going. Once that battery dies, and everything dies eventually, the system will no longer be able, in PS3's case, you'll no longer be able to play digital games that were downloaded on the thing.
Right, but
You
doesn't
won't
it
be
make
able
it
to
so
check
that
the
with the
PlayStation
PS4 you won't even be able to use the disc tray?
And the
'cause it reads
PS4
it?
it'll become a brick because you can't use the discs.
My god, that's awful.
Well, hold on. 'cause
I
think it's
heard
just
that
the
you
store-
can
well, wait,
jailbreak it and prevent that. So
wait, I thought it was just the stores that are just going out. Like,
No, they're
No, the
shutting
stores are
down
going out,
all
but what-
support for the consoles, basically.
the store,
well, yeah,
the
but
store will go down first, and there will still be support for the console for a while, but it's an inevitability. An inevitability that the rest of the support for the console will go down sooner or later.
yeah, but did they really have like an intro directive to turn the console to a brick?
The PS4 will one day just be a brick because once there's no support for the console and that battery dies, it won't be able to.
Because of the
connect
way that
anything.
it's programmed, it needs that battery to count,
Not even worth my time.
like, what's going on.
Wow, that's
And if the battery
That's
dies,
stupid.
it needs to connect to the PS Store to know.
To reboot itself, and
Oh, but you're
without the
allowed to play your
PS
games,
Store
basically.
being active, yeah.
well, that's. I want to say such things that are pretty offensive, even for me.
They're
but,
pretty
like-
bad decision. Like, I'm
yeah,
just
like
ca-
it's
I'm just
It's shit.
recounting what I've seen on Twitter, so for all I know, it's not as bad as it sounds.
yeah,
but-
because I think it's just the store, like the online stores and stuff where you buy the games and stuff. Like
What?
that's shutting down. this
It'll
summer.
still be able to connect to the PS Network for now, but sooner or later, PS Network support for those consoles
yeah.
will go away, and that's when
yeah.
it's a real danger. The biggest
yeah,
danger
I
right now is
just-
just that we're about to lose access to a lot of digital games, just like what
Well,
happened
I
when
mean
the
that's
Wii
an
shut down.
inevitability for sure because like PSP's been around since 04, PS3 since 06, and then Vita. I mean that was later, but
It
everyone's
feels
gonna
too
do
early
this.
for the Vita to shut down, to be honest. I know the Vita wasn't
Whoa.
very successful, but
well, considering that Sony gave up on it after like a year or so.
they're
like,
shutting down the PSP and the PS Vita in the same year. Come on.
Yeah, that does sound pretty wrong.
That's not yet. Well, considering that really, I think the only games that like stand out in that game.
I'm
that
still
console is
deciding if I'm
really
just gonna
P4
pirate the
Golden
rest of the
and-
Persona games or if I'm gonna buy them in a hurry before the Vita store closes.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest issues, because if they, like, ported them forward more often, then it would be a non-issue.
Well, it's more, but then they had to not only get licensing supported, but then you also have to make sure it works with different system programs,
Shadow sighted.
which
Don't
was
let me
which is kind of a hassle when certain systems like the PS3 have like completely
I'm probably
different
gonna end up having
programming.
to go through and just jailbreak all my consoles so that they won't turn into bricks.
Yeah, that's what's getting me. It's like I know the online stuff is going out. What bugs me is
It's
your
because
system
of how
turning into a
much
brick.
Sony, like, relies on the online network for what they do.
which is kind of crazy because you wouldn't have the same issue with Nintendo.
But we
or
got pissy
hell,
at
even
Xbox
Microsoft.
way back when they decided that their console was going to be always online.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember that.
This went under the radio, but this is what we were pissed off at them.
Good to go.
This
No,
is
yeah.
about as bad though. It's
Because that
pretty
was
damn
like the
close.
original announcement for the Xbox One. I'm like, wow, that's how you're gonna
Like,
lose your.
theirs didn't work at
player
all
base.
without an online connection. In the PS3 and PS4's case, that's just a time. It's a time bomb. Sooner or later, it's gonna fail.
Man,
Not to
that sucks.
There's not one sweet old lady in sight. Gotta say, I
Yeah, this
Okay,
feels
so-
really creepy. They've got a point. A city without any people in it is just creepy as hell.
Yeah. Hey, so am I
Are
the
you
only
just-
one that's looking at a frozen screen, or?
Yeah, I'm looking at a frozen screen. Let's say.
Oh, give me a second, guys. Alright, I'm gonna close and reopen the streaming. See if that helps at all. Alright.
Okay, there we go.
Remove.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, Discord is having a hard time right now. Okay. Now it's just a lag.
Yeah, Discord is not exactly doing what it's supposed to.
Well, who knows? Maybe if Microsoft actually buy them out, like I tagged you in earlier, maybe
Mhm.
by fix
Are you
it.
looking forward to it, Cameron? Mario dies in 8 days.
That's right.
Well, I mean, Sonic's been dead, so...
Ow.
Oh no,
Why-
Sonic's,
why
Sonic's
is he
been
so
been the living dead for a long time. He's never gonna die permanently.
It's okay. He got. It's okay. He got his fans from DeviantArt.
Oh god. We don't talk about it.
focused on planar attack.
Hey, he survives one way or the other, whether you like it or not.
I mean, there's been some pretty interesting rumors about the future of Sonic recently, as well as he's getting a TV show.
Yeah,
and,
He's
and
getting
another
a
movie.
Netflix.
and-
Yeah. Like, when was the last... Was Forces the last game?
Forces
Forces
is still
is-
the most recent game, yes.
Yes.
That feels really weird.
Wait, no, there was the party game, the Olympic Games. That was like last year, I think.
Does that count
Yeah.
since it's also a Mario game?
Well,
It was developed by Sonic Team.
yeah.
Okay,
so
you know what? Fair enough.
technically-
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, back when. You know,
Oh,
when we
is that
were
the
playing
Kyoto
games.
one that had, like, the 8-bit versions of the games, too?
I never got it because it was overpriced and it barely ever goes on sale. And when it does go on sale, it's still overpriced.
Yeah.
Damn
There
it,
aren't enough
Sega.
mini games for it to be worth $40, and it sells for $60 when it's not on sale.
Not my kind of. I don't really play those kind of mini games unless I have like
Get used to this.
people to play with.
That's fair.
And mind you, I'm mainly a single player.
I would have
guy,
gotten it if it would go down to like $20, $15, because it's like why
yeah,
not?
but you know they're not gonna sell it for that.
They could and they should because it's worth that. That's what it's not. It doesn't have the content to be worth the price they're selling it for.
Brett.
No, I know. I'm just telling you that's not what they're gonna sell
What?
it for.
Okay, so these are the explosion thingies with psychic energy, which means this guy's weak to psychic.
Maybe.
I felt really good when I fought this particular mini boss. Like I felt good enough about the fight that I ended up sharing the clip.
He was a toughie, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
Andrew, I hate to tell you that. Oh, it's this guy.
I wouldn't say it was tough. It was just like I styled on him enough. It was.
No, I mean, like, I've been kind of ignoring your Twitter so that I don't spoil myself on this game.
Fair.
Yeah, because he just finished his jail as well, so probably smart thing to do.
It's in your hands.
Nope, drains. Okay, yeah, not drains, but it's strong against.
No, it's
nuke.
Drain's nuke.
It drains nuke. Okay, yeah.
I'll take it from here.
So don't mind me. I'm just chilling. Oh, Joker has the at the Showtime.
Appreciate it.
All right, so you beat it, Dav. How many more episodes do you think it's gonna take?
Depends. Are you gonna do post game or are you just gonna do the main game? Cam.
It depends. I'd be willing to do either.
All right, so post game is just gonna be a lot of boxes, and with the goal of reaching the Reaper, which you do need to beat to get New Game Plus.
I mean, post game like that is usually something that I would think is an on your own time kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. Especially like you'll be refighting bosses like twice, even 3 times in a row, depending on like how soon you get to it. But I'm asking him because like if he feels like going through all that slog just to get the Reaper, who is a freaking bullet sponge, you know, then it'll be like this is episode 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so. Alright, if you stick with the main story, I think you can beat it in 5 or 6 episodes.
Okay, so a few more weeks.
If you go for the post game, I mean, really, unless like they're really hard for you, I would say probably like another episode or so. So it won't be that major of a difference.
I mean, considering what game I am planning on doing next, I'm sure Andrew would appreciate this game being done as soon as the game's done.
Dun, 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 dun. He's gonna tackle. He's finally jumping into the deep end with us, Dad.
I know. I'm like, it's gonna be interesting because like he's gonna go in with as open of a mind as possible, even with all the memes he probably has about the games.
Not just memes, but the amount of stuff that Andrew said over the years.
Yeah, so you finally get to see.
I remember when I was talking about the triple Xehanort fight and I accidentally broke Cameron's mind.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
You got Xehanort, you got other Xehanort, you got other Xehanort. And
Are there any other Xehanorts I need to know about?
Darkness.
Well, yes,
Yeah,
there is because
oh god,
Apprentice
yeah.
Xehanort doesn't take part in that battle, so they are missing a Xehanort version in that fight.
Either way, you're facing you're facing the Nord Court.
Yeah, they're missing Terranort.
Oh my goodness.
Which, to be fair, Ansem and Zemnis are Terranort's heartless and nobody. So
Now it's just gonna be interesting because like
I have no idea what I'd be getting into. Like, absolutely none. Oh wow, I'm out of SP.
Well, yeah, you are. Now here's the thing, because like, depending on how you like the first one and stuff, it's gonna determine like how you're gonna like the rest of the series. So,
I love the first one, but the first one is not usually the one that makes fans out of people. It's usually Kingdom Hearts. Like, if you like the first one, then like, yeah, that's good because Kingdom Hearts 1 was a very solid foundation. Kingdom Hearts 2 is the one that usually makes fans of people. I have an exceptional role where I'm one of the very few people that prefer Kingdom Hearts 1 to 2.
Yeah.
Like, I admit that I am an exception.
No, I get it. And you're totally fine because Kingdom Hearts 1 is still holds on to this day.
Oh yeah, it's got its jank though. Like the platforming's terrible.
Yeah, but
the gummy ship is slow and boring.
Yeah, but you know it was an
just
early
so friggin'
PS2 game, so it's like
And I like exploring the worlds. And I will fight this to the end of the world that Deep Jungle is not as bad as people make it out to be.
Is that what?
Everyone on the internet always complains that Deep Jungle is terrible, like they always get lost and they can't find the cutscenes. Like, it's not that hard.
Bad? I can see where to get lost, but that's mainly because it's the most one of the most platform heavy of the worlds, and it's really easy to miss if you're not careful.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's
easier to get lost if you take the swinging path, but I always just pass right by the swinging path and take the direct path.
Yeah.
It involves a little bit more jumping, but
yeah. I mean, it's just a shame that it was the only time Tarzan's in the Kingdom Hearts universe, because unfortunately the rights for Tarzan got
Yeah,
taken out
Disney
afterwards.
lost the rights to Tarzan after it, so we'll never see
Yeah.
Tarzan again.
I mean, except for the remake,
When we're-
except for the remasters and remakes.
Careful, everyone. This fight is ours. No hurt.
All right, time to get started.
That
God.
one's weak to fire.
And I'm just being wolf for a minute, so it
No, you're
doesn't
good.
really matter what element they're weak to.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just trying to help.
I appreciate it.
You didn't switch anybody new in this time.
Not yet. I don't know who this is supposed to be for.
I don't think this one really is anyone's particular.
Yeah. Nah, this is, no, yeah, this is pretty
Who
much
haven't
like...
you played as yet? Morgana and... We did Yusuke.
Yeah,
Just
I-
Morgana?
I think it
Yeah,
might
it-
just be Morgana.
Give up already.
Well, obviously because he doesn't like the
We're gonna
cat.
make him play a whole episode as only Morgana.
No,
Challenge.
I refuse. That's such a sick showtime.
I love it. I love that Showtime so much.
Sure.
I might swap Haru back in.
Let's keep moving ahead, shall we?
Haru is definitely good to have in this one, but until like
Why
later.
did I miss like that? Did you see how much that bullet
Kichi's hat,
curved?
just assumed that it was Haru's hat.
What's up?
The hats.
Yeah, Kichi has the big hat, and I just assumed it was Haru's hat. I was about to say it's party.
Haru and Sakichi for the Hat Club.
I mean, like, I don't
mean,
think Morgana's gonna get any dungeon that particularly calls him out, because Morgana's practically an extension to Joker as far as
Yeah.
character goes.
Yeah.
What else can I say?
Since they don't give Joker a voice, Morgana has to say what Joker's thinking.
So it was I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised of how many voice lines Zen and Robo's had in this game. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Oh, it's wiping all out. The FemC
Yep.
battle theme.
See? You remembered.
Okay, I was also playing I was playing like all of the Persona dancing games a little bit.
Yeah. Which,
Yeah, because I own the all three Persona dancing games.
Well, you need
yeah, I
to
need to get.
Digitally
you need
together.
to buy like the ultimate pack in order to actually get a PS4 version of
P4.
yeah.
Because
Cuz
Oh,
P4
you do?
was
Yeah.
Vita game. Yeah, because P4 was a PS Vita game.
yeah, you can't buy a P4 dancing separate. You need to buy 3 and 5 to get the digital code for it.
Glad I bought it that way.
Yeah, I just need to buy the bundle
The only
eventually.
reason I'm not particularly angry with the lack of content in P5 dancing is because I got P3 and P2 or P3 and P4 dancing with it. I haven't played them yet, but I got them with it.
So now you see why it's called a zoo?
That's fucked up.
Kind of is. No, it is, actually.
That's incredibly
I
effed
believe
up.
he calls somebody he works with an animal later, so that fits.
I mean, that's all the monarchs are to him. Just a means to the end.
For all their worth, and this is how he treats him? An asshole.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, is that Alice? And then I saw freaking me in the middle.
Damn it, Cameron, I always knew I'd see you in prison.
I walked right into that one.
You sure did.
Okay, so that's how you ambush them. I saw his face and I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to grab its mask? And then I just rammed myself through him and I'm like, oh, that's how.
Actually, but this is actually a pretty good Morgana jail.
Yeah,
The amount of Nagas you'll face.
all of these Nagas are weak to wind.
Yeah. I mean, I know you won't bring him in, but
Oh my god, the amount of followed attacks though.
it's
Why are there so
sad.
many snacks?
Because you gotta kill the big one.
Yeah, I didn't have anybody who used wind, and I was trying to save Joker's SP here, so I kept just using Skull's heavy attacks to take down the Nagas.
Which is funny considering that the Nagas are impervious to, or strong against Theo, and I think they're like strong against physical.
They're
They
good with
nullify
physical.
lightning, but they're strong
Yeah,
against
that-
gun.
Okay.
I believe they're
Okay.
neutral with physical, yeah, so.
Yeah, so I'm probably thinking of another
Maybe
one
you're
then.
thinking of
That's
the actual Raja Naga, which is what I thought these guys were.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Raja Naga shows up later and he is strong against physical.
cool. Yeah.
Oh,
Huh.
crap.
We did Joker for him.
Leave it to leave it to a hero of an owner of a company to have so many snake type personas.
It's symbolic.
I
Get
didn't think of that, damn.
Get it? Because he's a
He's
snake.
also got like the Valkyrie and
Yeah, and the Ganesha, the elephant. You know, kind of like
Oh, yeah,
charging
yeah.
on his own.
Isn't the elephant like the Hindu god of destruction or something?
I think
something
so.
like that, yeah.
I would have to look it up. but
I
Good.
vaguely remember that, yeah, it was supposed to be a really evil god according to its.
But then
Or
he just
the-
looks like a derpy boy.
I mean, it is pachyderm.
I mean, pachyderms are sus. We can't deny that.
But they're also really dangerous if you're not careful.
Oh yeah, elephants and
Like those-
hippos are way more dangerous than they look.
I mean, elephants can charge at a moment's notice, and then hippos,
Yeah.
like they're fast underwater, and you know, like their mouths are big enough to fit a freaking like old school box TV.
Oh great. I was trying to
this is
hit
so-
them.
Understand, hippos are one of the most, if not the most, dangerous animal in Africa. Like, more deaths are to hippos than
Than
any other
crocodiles?
animal.
Oh yeah.
Then crocodiles
Easily.
for sure.
Wow,
Hippos are very territorial.
Hippos will mess you up without even hesitating.
that
They're
is
the walk
crazy.
of large animals.
Yeah, like you don't want to mess with a hippo. Like just
Jeez.
take the L if there's a hippo involved.
Such intimidating things for something that people call a water cow.
Cows will mess you up too.
No, they would. They would if you like let him hit you in the right spot.
Doesn't even need to be the right spot, man.
I don't know. I was thinking like the fucking cows. I mean, I don't know. I know a bull would definitely screw you up. Like bulls would definitely screw you up. Let's face it, most animals will just screw you up without you realizing.
I think this can all be summarized by a quote from Family Guy. Damn, nature, you scary.
For real.
I don't sure who said that, but that quote really feels like it would be a Cleveland quote.
It's not. It was actually just one of the cutaway gags for a show that Peter wanted to watch.
Give them no
Okay.
It does seem like something Cleveland would say, though.
Hey,
Yeah.
nature, you
Hold on. Yeah, like it'd be something along the lines of, "Damn, nature, you scary."
Doing a lot of criticals to them, but I don't see the health going down. I just froze in my end. Oh, cool.
That's alright. I think it fixed itself.
never miss.
I thought we were gonna get stuck again.
Same here.
Just let me know. It's an easy fix.
Yeah. Nah, I think this is fun right now. Just a little hiccup.
Y'all did really well. Okay, let's keep it moving.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't want that
Yes.
running in the background.
The city seems almost devoid of life. Is this really the society Konoe's hoping to create?
Insert Ultron joke here.
But in a different way from the research lab in Okinawa.
Yeah.
Captured?
I don't know
Chance to
what.
wind up in one of those
What about
cages.
Ultron?
Be careful, Meowbana. You're not gonna get caught, and stop calling me that!
Whatever you say, Meowgana. I'm with Sophie on calling him that. Like, she means it just genuinely. But no, I'm gonna do it just to harass him. Because of course.
Because of course.
Like, do you expect anything less from me?
Okay. Let's keep this
Dude, no.
Uh,
I know you.
Let's give it our all.
Alright, so which animal mascot would you pick between Yaogana, Teddy, and Kuramaru? Or Koromaru?
I don't
Well,
Kuramaru, but I like
Kuramaru-
Morgana a hell of a lot more than Teddy.
Yeah.
Opposite for me. Like, Teddy's just a freaking kid, really.
But you're gonna go with Teddy?
Yeah. Like, I don't know enough about Kuramaru.
Mm-hmm. Oh, then he's a cute dog.
Just a dog.
He's a dog that has a persona.
Well, yeah, but he's just a dog. He's not like a talking dog or anything. He's
No.
just a dog.
Right?
Aegis speaks
But wouldn't
dog,
that make
that's
it
the
more
thing.
impressive? So wouldn't that make it
Wait,
more
so Aegis
impressive?
can talk to Kiramaru.
Yeah, Aegis translates for Kuramaru.
That's hilarious.
I kind of want to see more because that sounds adorable.
Oh, I thought you'd played P3 for some reason.
No, I haven't played P3 yet.
No, not you, him.
Oh.
Oh no, I haven't. I just know what I know from the 3 movie stuff that they did. But I do know like snippets from the story whenever I like try to, because like I do a lot of research when I try to learn more. So
Oh
See,
yeah,
I
like
just avoid research because I want to go into the games as blind as possible.
classic wiki
Yeah.
crawl, honestly. Like, I do the same thing sometimes.
well, I only do it if I like if I was
You
spoiled
keep
of something.
looking up voice actors and shit, and then you try to reference the characters by their voice actor, and like, what are you talking about? Because I don't know any of these characters' voice actors.
I mean, heck, you were surprised to hear that Joker was the Smash announcer.
Hey, to be fair, he
I already
does
forgot
sound
that you
nothing
said that.
like. He sounds nothing like he does in Smash Brothers.
Man's got huge range.
To go from like,
I mean, for Joker, he pretty much just whispers, and then he's yelling for Smash Announcer, so you know.
true. To
No,
go
it's
from
like the deepness of the voice, too.
yeah, because his actual voice is, I think, actually closer to the announcer than Joker.
It is, so it's weird.
Who's here? Who's here?
Lynn?
I heard somebody.
Josh?
Wild Lynn appears.
Okay, I don't have Discord up, so I didn't even hear the, like, ring of acknowledgement when someone came in. I really
No.
should turn on, like, a Discord overlay or something for my games.
That would be interesting. Hello. How are you?
I'm
Oh,
shit.
doing well.
That's good.
No.
You're here. You're pretty. You're here for a pretty interesting segment because
Heck, today I went to the zoo. Isn't it nice?
Okay, let's see.
How robotic and hologrammy.
I mean, I don't know what kind of zoos you guys go to. That seems pretty accurate to me.
Yeah.
Alright, you know what? I think Wolf should be able to cover Futab.
Roger, it's hacking time.
yeah, he should be fine.
All right,
I mean, you got a big enough sword.
It's no Buster Sword, but it'll do in a pinch.
All right, so for context, Lynn, we're getting near the, we're getting to the bad guy who's causing the trouble of all.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Uh-huh.
So this is sort of like the last
The
dungeon
penultimate
to be
dungeon, in theory.
Yeah.
Woohoo. So that's why you sent me the, hey, after you finish the Tuesday, Thursday game, this is what you're doing next.
There's also the fact that the decision was just made, so I wanted to make sure you were aware of it. But yes, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix will be the next game when we are done.
Hype.
That would be fun.
Andrew's been trying to get me to play Kingdom Hearts for like 8 years now.
I never miss
Well, at least you'll finally get a chance to play it. So you can
Talking
play
it
with-
up to him since I started playing it in high school.
Now, here's the thing, Andrew. I hope you don't overhype it enough to where he thinks it's to be like more than it really is.
I mean, I don't really think I've done much more than show him a few things and say it's my favorite game. Like I don't.
Okay. Well, I know
It's
like,
really hard to talk to someone about Kingdom Hearts who has no idea what you're talking about.
trust
That's
me,
fair.
dude. I get you. I get you completely.
I mean, I also have no idea what Kingdom
Well,
Hearts really does.
Kingdom Hearts 1 is my vibe game, to be honest. Like, I'll turn that one on when I just want to play something and not think about anything, because I've played it so many damn times that I can totally autopilot.
Alright, so for context, Kingdom Hearts started out as like a Final Fantasy Disney crossover.
She doesn't know what Final Fantasy is.
So Kingdom Hearts is a Disney and Japanese RPG crossover. It plays more. I want to say similar to this game, but like not exactly in a sense.
Final Fantasy is a series though that started out as turn-based sprite RPGs on the Nintendo Entertainment System, and
Did you just pull up the wiki?
long-running series. It's evolved more and more and more.
Yeah.
I swear you just pulled up the wiki, Andrew.
In Kingdom Hearts, they pull up a lot of... No, I'm not reading a wiki.
No, he's summarizing it, just trying to
I'm trying to summarize Final Fantasy for someone who's never heard of Final Fantasy, which is difficult.
Okay, for
Final Fantasy
context,
is one of those
Layton...
games that I usually just sort of assume everybody knows what Final Fantasy is.
No.
Okay, to add extra context, because I bet she doesn't technically even really know an RPG, Pokemon is an RPG.
Pokemon is the most basic, bare-bones RPG you can think of. It is RPG by definition, and that's about it.
Basically, yeah.
Save your power, because you're about to go.
No?
Yeah, because you just need 1% and it would have been automatically over.
Well, I've got some Showtime food if I really need it in the future.
No, that's true. I should have said something. I was just trying to figure out like how to explain Lynn and what Kingdom Hearts is.
Like Kingdom Hearts, basically, it's you explore Disney worlds in while you search for your friends, and there are cameos from characters from the Final Fantasy franchise thrown in, and it uses a lot of spells and lore and themes from Final Fantasy.
Down to characters
to
from
sort of
7.
fill in the blanks.
Oh, and 10.
7, 7, 8, and 10 all have cameos.
Oh, 1 and 8. I mean, of course, nobody remembers names.
Begging for a 15 cameo for a while. We pseudo got it in
3.
Okay, now
I just played.
Okay, stick to the first one. Stick to the first one. Yeah, because
it's like the first one's really just.
That's all she needs to know.
Okay, so
Lynn,
if you're confused, you're on the right track.
Damn it. Okay, so the story of the first game is you're a boy hanging out on an island who wants to leave the island and explore other worlds.
With his friends.
He gets his wish granted in a way he didn't quite expect. Because his world just explodes into black nothingness.
Why did I wish for this adventure?
In a completely different place.
Wow, so we're going... That's quite a detailed summary you got there, Andrew.
Dude, that's the first hour.
I know. I'm trying to sum it up in 1 or 2 sentences.
There is no summary of Kingdom Hearts in 2 sentences.
There is a simple plot.
He saves the universe. That's the simple plot.
And finds his friends. That's it.
Only to lose them again.
You guys aren't really making it sound like something I want to play. Like
no, he's making it sound like he's making it. I'm trying to make this work.
I'm just sitting here like I'm confused and I haven't even booted the game up.
It's impossible to explain a Kingdom Hearts game in 1 sentence.
To be fair, I'm just going to stick with the first game. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible without like explaining too much. That way they can go in with like, with no sort of expectations. You just keep adding more and explaining more of the plot that doesn't need to be explained yet.
How do you explain Kingdom Hearts without explaining the plot? The plot's what Kingdom Hearts really is. I guess if you want to get really, really basic, you go around exploring Disney worlds for fan service and fighting things.
I guess the real Kingdom Hearts was the friends we made along the way.
Like the biggest reason I find it so appealing is how weird it is.
I mean,
not talking about the weird stuff.
See, I'm half kidding, but I'm also not, because I'm sure that's been at least one example of what Kingdom Hearts is.
Kind of is, actually. I can probably
Son
pinpoint
of
the
a
game for you.
bitch.
I can pretty much pinpoint that game for you if you give me a minute.
Oh god. Jeez, if I sign up to play the first one, Andrew's not gonna rest until I play the rest of the series, is he?
Nope. Clearly, he's more.
I mean, you
he's
have to
more
at least get
headstrong
up for
about it.
2, because 2's the one that will really make you decide.
Wait. What about Chain of Memories? That's also important to the story.
Chain of Memories, I was just gonna have him log onto my profile and watch the cutscenes. Because I already came my way through Chain of Memories, and I don't like that game.
Well, I mean,
No, I got myself turned
I like
around.
the story, but I don't like playing it.
I mean, fair, but I'm sorry, Lynn. I know this is like this is just words for you, but
It's
this is
just
what we have to deal
barely.
with.
It's just barely not words to me.
Well, all I can say is that if you ever had a chance to play it, I recommend you try it because it's fun and it's
Or
when you don't think about all the time,
save
it's really
yourself.
good. Look,
I find it most fun when you're trying to understand what's going on. I mean, I can't wait to start explaining why Roxas looks like Ventus and why you guys
don't even start. Don't even start.
Why?
That's a can of words of its own.
It's a can of worms that has an answer, though. That's why I love Can
It
of
does.
Worms. It's weird,
It
but
does,
everything has an answer.
Well, not everything.
And if you don't know it yet,
Everything
you'll
and
learn
nothing
from
has
the
an
later.
answer. Like, this is what I had to deal with for 13 years, or give or take.
My head hurts already.
So
I
you
just
don't
watched a
regret
theory
choosing.
video about why Roxas can use 2 Keyblades even though he doesn't have 2 hearts in him anymore.
So Cam, you don't regret choosing that as your next game, right? Like you haven't
No,
regretted it
I
yet?
regretted it as soon as I sent to Andrew, hey, what do you think my next game should be?
To be fair, you did ask.
I was very sarcastic in the Cameron's response because I sort of felt like he knew what game I wanted him
Yeah,
to play.
you were like, well, I know I've never mentioned it before, but I think you should try Kingdom Hearts.
Then let's slip inside and steal it.
All right,
That's so.
Badger, I want you to behave when we get to that point.
What are we supposed to do about those?
I mean, I'm gonna honestly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my best to use my vast Kingdom Hearts 1 knowledge, because I played that game way more times than I should have, to make this as painless a playthrough as possible. Like, I'm gonna
Okay,
try
you know what?
to get lost.
Okay, you know what? That'd be fun. Because there is quite a lot you can do with that game, including the final mix options and.
Like, I'm gonna tell them about secrets that sometimes people like there are people who don't even know that Neverland has a clock tower puzzle.
For the Phantom fight.
The Phantom fight, it only works before the Phantom shows up. Because once the Phantom shows up, then you can't activate it because you're in battle. But there's a puzzle based off of how much time you spent playing the game that'll let you get items, and basically every hour you can get a different item. And like,
Okay.
almost nobody knows about that. And that's part of why I love Kingdom Hearts 1. There's so many just little secrets there that you will never find in a first playthrough.
Okay, I'll give you that. I didn't even know that myself.
The first 3 times I played Kingdom Hearts 1, I didn't know that you could collect the fruit in the sliding minigame and unlock like PowerPoint ups from Tarzan World. Like, I didn't know that minigame was there.
Yeah, that was a thing.
You can hit the clock in Traverse Town and get, I believe, an item.
Ah,
Yes.
These spider mechs are obnoxious.
Yeah, they're really annoying in this dungeon.
Weakness, so I usually just switch to Ryuji and physical them.
I've almost got quadruple showtime.
You pulled off for one boss. It was so
So
satisfying.
you can just delete the next boss.
And
stuff.
Joker's dead. which resets his
Joker,
showtime.
no!
Oh no, it doesn't reset show. What?
Oh, sweet.
I didn't. I guess I just
I think it might
assumed.
reset it if it was fully charged.
Oh, yeah, that's right. If it was fully charged, yeah, then you lose that. So, yeah.
So
that
yeah,
wasn't
Kingdom
emotionally
Hearts.
charged. Yeah, that was emotionally
Never
charged.
died when I lost it. When I had a full charge. Oh, it's just.
But yeah, if you ever want, if you want to join us
has
for
a
that
lot
one,
of baggage, but the baggage is part of what makes it so interesting.
Okay, there's
yeah, it kind of is.
but there is a limit to it being interesting versus just being obnoxiously complicated. And from what it sounds like to me, Kingdom Hearts crosses that threshold, turns around, shoots the
You can't
threshold,
explain it out words. Out
steps
loud.
on
You
it,
sound like a crazy
keeps
person
going.
if you try to explain it out loud. Because most of what happens in Kingdom Hearts, it's more about the feeling of the moment and less about the actual what happened.
It's kind of comparable to say, what's a good comparison? I would say comparable to like the Metal Gear Solid series, because like if you try to explain it out right, it's insane.
There's so
But-
much to explain, you can't do it.
Yo,
But heck, even if you did, like
You're
you'd be
not
like,
about
really?
to go
That,
and say
that,
Metal Gear Solid's got a bad game or a bad story. It's just, it's what you're getting into.
to be fair,
Besides, if you only think of each game one at a time, it's not too bad either, because each game just builds on the previous one.
except for
So
when it
doesn't
retcons.
overwhelm you.
Because
well,
with that many games, there's bound to be some retcons.
there is some with Dream Drop Distance being the biggest offender.
I'd say we performed
Yeah,
Yes.
From distance, they a little bit changed their mind on some things, but it really
Little bit?
It kind of counts as a
Little
retcon, but at the same time they explain it.
Oh, don't even get started with me, man. I remember going through that final segment, and I went literally screaming, "Are you kidding me?" Like if there was
Already
nobody-
half Xehanort.
No, that pissed me off because it pretty much cheapens what had to be the coolest antagonist of the second game.
this one.
Sorry, personal rant, but
Y'all are psychopaths. That's what I'm getting from the KH fandom here.
there's a reason why we don't talk to each other.
Donald Duck Slayer deletes a man. It's great.
Stay away from the futab, you losers.
So,
Okay, so
Lynn,
here's a random question for you guys.
okay,
What's up?
How did you guys all meet?
I met Danny from playing Mass Effect 2. Andrew I've known since we went to Cub Scouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I know I'm still like the weird one now for this group, but yeah. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. I know I'm the odd man.
Alright, hopefully this is a good amount. Looks like it.
Yeah, it's like I saw him playing Mass Effect 2, and then we chatted a bit. Turns out we had some things we had in common, and just sit it out.
And then he ended up being a guest star in my Persona 4 Let's Play, and he's just been a very consistent member ever since.
I try to be, at least try to be the voice of reason.
There's no reason here.
Somebody has to be reason. You're chaos.
I am kind of
I
chaos.
thought I was chaos.
Well, no,
different
yeah,
levels
and-
of chaos.
No. Cam is chaos. You're discourse.
What does that make me?
Harmony?
An innocent being that really shouldn't be here because she
I
might
think
get
it makes
corrupted.
you lost. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like in a way, Zen-wise, it's kind of balanced out.
Give up already.
I figure I may as well just use the showtimes here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's a
definitely
checkpoint
good.
right there.
Yeah. Especially you still got 30% to go. So.
Yeah, it feels like she's getting slow again. Dang it, Futab.
I mean, she did get hit a couple times.
True, doesn't that throw her off her groove?
I think so.
Now I think about it, when was the last time we found Futaba
Hacker
in
gear?
the test? Yeah.
I just got one from Ichino's request.
Yes. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your hack is now complete. Get a flip.
She's fun. Let's see, there's probably a boss in there, huh?
Maybe.
Exactly.
Oh, we should show the innocent Bean Lin her other role with Jessie in Final Fantasy VII Remake.
How about let's not say we did, okay?
Why?
Well,
Jessie is
Jessie-
thirsty for the protagonist of Final Fantasy VII, and she is not subtle about it.
She's seen some shonen, she's aware of that.
oh. Okay, this should be fun.
Think gender swap, think Edalus, Gray, and Juvia. That's Jessie.
Let's wrap
Oh.
this up quick.
But
Okay.
she's cute. But Jessie's cute and spunky.
Yeah, Jessie is
Juvia.
Juvia.
Bad.
No, she definitely wants that
Todd does
strike.
not like actively turn her down either.
I
Todd's,
mean,
Todd's sort of okay with it. Like she says it's cool and you can't hold back a smile. It's that kind of an interaction.
I mean, technically, yeah.
But let me remind you, Cloud's the guy who thinks it's not cool to smile, so he tries to never smile.
Oh yeah, because he's the edgy.
Cloud's entire persona is
stoic
built
guy.
around being edgy must be cool. So
I mean,
anytime someone can get him to break that persona, because it is a persona, it's not actually what he's like. It's what
Yeah.
he wants to be like.
Okay, the last thing Lynn needs is her head full of FF7 propaganda too. She's already confused.
But Final Fantasy VII's so good, and it's nowhere near as complicated as Kingdom Hearts.
well, depends.
It's still
Definitely
pretty
early.
complicated.
I mean, if you start trying to get into the compilation, sure, but
Well,
most people
even the
say
main
compilation
story,
is
when you get to the nitty gritty of it, kind of is. Like, not as insane as Kingdom Hearts, but definitely up that caliber.
the craziest part in all of Final Fantasy VII is the part where Tifa dives into the subconscious. That is the most Kingdom Hearts Final Fantasy VII gets.
Oh, is that thing
Yeah.
where it looks like they're falling through water that like every anime does now?
Yes.
She gets there and she's standing on floating rocks, and there's a giant clear cloud standing in the background. It's great.
Yeah, apparently Japan really loves that. I don't know, I guess it's symbolic.
Weird imagery, but in context, it does actually add a lot.
No, it does, but it's best to experience it.
It's difficult to explain the context because there's a 50-hour RPG behind the context.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would help if you actually go through it.
Which is why I think the only chance Lynn has of understanding Kingdom Hearts is if she comes through it with us during that playthrough.
I mean,
I don't know if I
I'll
wish upon that
accept
insanity to her.
introducing as many people to the cult of Kingdom Hearts as possible.
So you admit
Thanks,
it's a cult?
Thank you for making this worse than it really is. Thank you.
No, I've known it's a cult since day one, and he's just never admitted to it before.
Well, I'm not cultish. Am I?
May
Little
the
bit.
heart be your guiding key.
Am I?
Your guiding key.
May your heart be your guiding key. Like,
I mean,
I don't think you can argue how cultish some of the Kingdom Hearts stuff sounds.
Well, isn't that every fandom though?
To an extent.
Like, don't you even need to bring up like stuff like Undertale?
No.
Like,
No.
because
Oh,
that's
it's been-
pretty cultish.
I haven't heard that name in a long, long while.
Is he still supposedly working on Deltarune?
Supposedly.
I think so.
I haven't really thought about it since we played it.
I mean, he said Chapter 2 will be done like what, 90 years or something like
He said it was going to be done in 9,000 years, I think.
that.
You know the funny
Oh,
thing?
man.
I can see him being totally serious about that too. Like he seems like the
And
kind of
then
guy
years
that would like.
later, it unlocks on some unknown website.
But hey, I mean, it's not on Xbox, so finally everyone could have a chance to play.
What
Like,
the-
if that's true enough, I'd probably
Oh my
give
God,
2 a shot, or put
Oh.
2 a shot whenever it comes out, but
Okay.
assuming I don't forget it exists by then.
All right, I'm gonna explain this as simple as
No.
possible because I don't trust Andrew with this. Undertale is a game of choice. You get kids goes in the world of monsters. You gotta try to get out.
Emphasis on the gay part of that game.
It's very aware it's a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also very progressive.
Kind of is, actually, in a sense.
Okay.
It's a fun game, short game, but honestly, it's a good one.
It's a crazy game.
Hey,
Crazy in a good way.
hey, it's a good game. Hey, for
It's
$10,
old news. I haven't thought about it in a while, but it was good. The only real problem with Undertale was that the fandom was far too enthusiastic.
The Venom is definitely something. That's
I mean,
for
the fandom is why I refuse to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Time to climb that tower.
I mean, I refuse to watch it because I think it's really ugly.
Got tired of all the JoJo references or something, or just,
Okay, what's your proof?
or is it like one of those like they think it's the best all time and you gotta see it type of
No,
thing?
he's just talking about the animation. He's not even talking
Oh.
about the fans.
That should allow
No,
us
I'm
to
talking
check
about you.
those places that
I was
we
talking about you because you said that the fans are the reason why you don't want to watch JoJo.
Yeah. I'm
Pretty bad, yeah.
by the way.
I'm genuinely already sick of JoJo's and I've never once witnessed it.
In
Yeah.
action.
Like,
Oh, hey,
it's
Zephyr.
gotten better, but the fans, it was at a point about a year or so ago where if you so much as said something like, I don't like JoJo, you would get JoJo fans coming out of the woodworks to like dunk on you about, oh, I can't believe you have no taste.
Sorry, I'm lost here.
Sorry?
Jail has powers.
Say sorry?
It's a symbol of the monarchy.
I'm like,
You're not gonna make me like it by yelling at me?
This is one of them.
I mean,
This
I
thing?
went
You're telling me this
when the
little
choir
action
was in New
figure
York
is a core?
City. I went
Why
to
would this
the
be a symbol of
Bubba Gump
Maybe.
Oh, Bubba
restaurant
Gump's-
there,
yeah.
and I've never seen
to
Forrest
such an
Gump.
extent that he would call
Really?
himself a hero.
I think it's safe to assume Lynn hasn't seen anything, honestly.
okay, I'm sorry.
You should
I'm
watch
sorry.
Forrest Gump's good.
Hey, it's okay, it's okay.
Okay, you know Captain America's
what do you
list
think-
in Winter Soldier? She needs to get one of those.
Right. Let's get on back and
No,
see
I
if we can't find the
don't.
next prison keeper.
You
That's
really
why I
do.
have
So-
yet.
Seen Forrest Gump, then you probably do.
Okay, so you went to Bubba Gump's. So what do you think of it?
I mean, it was it was fun. Couple of the other choir members went. Miss Mercedes and Jen,
There's our
who's like
checkpoint.
student life at college, went with us. I mean, it was right after we went and got to see The Lion King on Broadway, so
Oh, nice.
very excited about that.
Yeah.